Hello people. Alright, today is day one of my turkey adventure. And this is step one, making a brine. Looks like I'm mulling cider and smells like it, which is an added bonus for the house. But here's what I've done in there. What you want to do, if you think the jury's still out on whether brining works, you've been mistaken. It's not out anymore. They know that it absolutely works. When you have a concentrated salt solution, which is basically what a brine is, surrounding your turkey, what happens is the moisture within the turkey wants to equalize with the salt, right? So it flows out towards the higher salt concentration. It mixes in, it dilutes that, and then it flows back in. And then it's like it's osmosis, and it just keeps flowing in and out. The cells give and take in water. But they're giving and taking in this salted water. And that does two things. A, it will flavor the meat, and when you cook it, the salt will stay in there, but it also changes the makeup of the protein, and it kind of knits it together, and it makes these little pockets in there that trap the moisture. So it should also be making your meat more moist after you cook it. So it's a good idea. What you want to do is get a brining solution. You can find many online. Basically, it's a gallon of water and a cup of kosher salt. Most of them will have also sugar in there. So, and then it can be as simple as that, or it can be, as complicated as you want it to be with what other flavors you might also hope to get in there. So what I am doing is I am bringing to a boil. I have a very, very large turkey. 2 gallons of water, a cup and a half of kosher salt, a cup and a half of brown sugar. I've got ginger in there. I've got cinnamon, allspice, bay leaf. I'm going to have some rosemary in there after it boils. You could put oranges, lemons, sky's the limit really on the flavor. I'm bringing that to a boil, then I'm going to cool it down. After I cool it down, I'm going to refrigerate it. When it's cold, then I will brine my cold turkey. You're bringing two cold things together. That's very important. If some people brine it in a giant bucket, my turkey is 23 pounds. I don't even think I could fit it in the giant bucket. But what I am going to do, what I did find at the store, is a brining bag, like a huge heavy-duty Ziploc bag. If you can't find that, you can actually use a heavy-duty garbage bag. And I'm going to place that inside my roasting pan. I'm going to place my washed and dried turkey in that, put the brine on it, put it in the fridge, and I'm going to put it in there overnight. About halfway through, I'm going to flip it over. So I'm going to start with the breast meat down so that gets as much brining as possible. So that is brining 101. And we'll let you know how it turns out after the fact. And the other thing you want to do when you're roasting a turkey is think about doing it in a different way than the way that your mom does it. Instead of roasting it at a lower temperature for a long period of time, which I know is just traditional, if you think about it, doing that, it's probably about as drying as humanly possible, So what I'm going to do this time is roast it at a very, very hot, high temperature. I'm going to go for 500, and I'm going to do that for about 30 minutes. That should crisp up the skin and brown it nicely, just how you want. I'm going to cover the skin so it doesn't get too brown, and lower the temperature and continue to cook it until it gets to the right temperature. I'm going to use a oven probe that you can leave in the turkey with the electronic device on the outside of your oven that will alarm you when it gets to the right temperature. And that way, you just put it in there, you shut the door, people, and you're done. You walk away from it. You're not opening it up and basting it. You've seared it in, and then you're just going to cook it till it's done. So, to me, that makes a lot more sense. That makes me think, yes, that turkey will clearly be juicier than a turkey that for like a 15-pound turkey, that would end up only being about 2.5 hours of cooking time versus 5. So think about it. obviously that's going to be a juicier turkey, and that's what we're going to go for. So that's my methodology. That's what I'm going to do. Now my turkey's 23 pounds, so it's going to take me longer than 2 hours, but I'm hoping it's still going to be about, 3.5 hours on that. We'll see. Alright, check.